Yo, I don't care to hear about Ben Simmons and Kyrie right now. I'm to the point where I don't care about what these guys have to say. At the end of the day, why are y'all not just worried about playing basketball? I feel like I'm starting to sound like these old heads when I'm like, yo, why aren't y'all worried more about basketball? The excuses, put the ball in the cup.
Tell him to shut up and dribble.
Basically, bro. I know I sound crazy, but it's only for them, like, because they just sound dumb. Mind you, I don't even think inherently what what's his name said was crazy. Ben Simmons. You made a basketball decision. You made probably what you thought was the best basketball decision. It happens. Things happen. It is what it is. I know you're gonna have a lot of critics who get a different perspective that say you should have did X, Y, and Z, but like he said at the end of it, you could sit down and dissect every single play. It's the fact that you felt the need to address it. I don't think you need to address something from 2 seasons ago. If you're gonna address anything, talk about why haven't I seen you in a whole season? What happened when you claimed that your back hurt and you was ready to participate in game 4, and then all of a sudden your back started hurting again? I know about back injuries. They're bad. But all of a sudden, it just seems very, very convenient. Benjamin.
Hey man, so if I'm about to trigger you, just scream or something. Benjamin, yeah, right, yeah, shit. But nah, if I'm about to trigger you or something, let me know. We were really like halfway through a Ben Simmons vid, actually.
Oh, go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, we was actually reacting to it. And Souls literally stops 2 minutes in, and we're like, yo, we're not doing a video where it's just gonna be, yeah, watch out for his mental health, watch out for his mental health. And like, I know some of y'all think that's serious enough, and if you're a mature creator, you really put that on your channel. But it's like the whole thing, the whole approach to it is just his mental health is whatever, and that's fine. I mean, not fine. This is something serious, and it is what it is. If he's not lying, like I'm not about to tell the man he's a liar, but yo, there's certain shit that we need you to talk about, bro. Like the bad back, like as Omar said, I don't want to echo it too long. The bad back, the not playing. You passing the ball, even like bro.
All right, hold on.
Come on, man.
Chat is that he did talk about the Brooklyn stuff.
That's fine, and he possibly could have. I don't doubt that he didn't, because I imagine that JJ's a good journalist, and he did. Pre podcast, yo JJ, don't ask me about the passing. Don't ask me about that, bro. Don't ask me about that.
Yeah, we was like 5 minutes from getting answered.
I'm not about to explain why I made a basketball play. Don't nobody ask me about that. That's the way that I feel like I would approach it, at least. I'm about to explain to y'all why I threw a ball to this receiver as opposed to this receiver. I'm not about to explain to y'all why I took this gap versus this gap. I'm not going to explain to y'all why I decided to drive left instead of right.
That wasn't what he was talking about during that clip, though.
What was he talking about?
He was talking about the mental health of himself.
Yeah, he was heavy mental. From what we watched, it was like 5-6 minutes of the 7-minute
ESPN
video.
clip. I'm talking about the one that circulated on social media. I'm not talking about the full. I didn't have time to go back and actually listen to the JJ Redick podcast. It's up next on my show. I'm talking about the clip that circulated on social media. I don't want to hear you explain about that. If y'all talking about he tied it into a different point, then I guess I'll concede my argument. He tied it into something bigger. It is what it is.
But so you saw an out of context clip then? You didn't get the full story.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I did.
Okay, I'm just saying that. All right, bro. I'm saying keep it pushing. Yeah. Keep it pushing.
I thought he saw. I thought he saw the whole thing. I was piggybacking off of that. I was like, damn.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was like, damn. I guess he never saw it. But nah. From what I saw, just
kill us.
Yeah. From what I've seen, he was basically from what I seen, we stopped because he was recycling the mental health thing. He was recycling shit he already knew. So
that's like at that point, I still don't want to hear about that.
Yeah, like the Philly fans basically giving him a lot of shit, which that I give him. I do give him that. This ain't even off of chat pressure. I do give him the fact that, hey, you're already booing him for not shooting the ball. You're already booing him for not being this player that you wanted him to be. Then you're booing him for not shooting the ball then you're booing him for passing the ball. when you're praising him for passing the ball. So it's like he couldn't win in Philly outside of winning a chip in Philly. So I give him that Philly if I was Ben Simmons too, to be honest. But outside of that, I think around some point JJ was like, to be specific, so people recognize I watched it. When JJ was like, you can be honest, Doc and Joel threw you under the bus. I think like 2 minutes after that, he was still on the mental health side of things. We just said, all right. So I'm pardon me if I didn't see the rest of it.
Yo, this is a crazy name. Bruce suck him off is so crazy.
Come on, man.
That is nuts.
And the same thing about Kyrie too, bro. I know they were doing their job. Kai and Bruce and Aiden, not Aiden, but Rage. And shout out to them. I ain't gonna lie, Kai, it's gonna be the biggest thing smoking since a chimney.
Okay.
But I don't want to hear you talk about these same things, bro.
You didn't want to hear him talk about the collapse the Nets had? Like, he doesn't talk. It's one thing if Kyrie is one of these guys that are constantly on podcasts or talking to me. Kyrie don't talk to nobody. So, I mean, you might catch a crappy-ass live stream him on 2K, maybe addressing it, but you haven't been able to talk to Kyrie about what happened with the Nets. And he pops up on Boys Night and they talk about it. I think that was a proper time to talk about it.
This might be me personally. And before I was gonna say something. Before the peanut galleryers get in here, God, these guys just don't like basketball. Omar just doesn't like basketball.
I don't thought you knew what you're talking about.
Anyway, I truly don't care as to hear about the basketball gossip from a year past, 2 years past, 3 years past. To be quite honest with you, that's just me. Why the Nets failed, why the X, Y, and Z. Go out there and play basketball, bro. All this drama to me, I'm sounding like an old head.
It was like
all this drama
midnight.
To me is lame, bro.
You wanted him to shoot at midnight, bro? Yeah. Play
No. Damn. That's not what I'm saying. There's definitely other things that they could be talking about. And maybe I need to go back and watch the whole stream. Are you talking about Kyrie's spirituality? Did they talk about his investments? Did they talk about life after basketball? Did they talk about they've been talking about his early age or some shit like that. They talk about what he's adding to his game as he gets older. I know they don't care about basketball like that, though, so they probably wouldn't ask these questions.
Say, why are you taking this from Bruce and Kai?
You have your race, Bruce and Kai talking to Kyrie, and the only basketball-related question they ask him is, yo, how do you feel about how last season ended? Not 2 years ago, not
last season. Season.
But that's what you wanted Ben Simmons to do. So it's a problem. All right, bro.
I want him. You know what? Grill me too, bro. I piggybacked off of this nigga. He's wild.
Yo, here come the bots, bro. Yo, get out of here.
Like,
Chat 6ix9ine.
Chat 6ix9ine is crazy.
But yeah. This shit. It sounds different. Anyway, bro, I don't give a about none of these niggas.